Hello, it's Diana Marchand from dianamarchand.com, and I help women lead healthy, happy lives full of passion and purpose. And welcome to another of the free trainings I'm doing this weekend. And what I'm doing right now is I just got back from the farmer's market, and I have a whole bunch of stuff in front of me. So this is going to be a little bit on what you can do once you get home with your greens and with your veggies, how best to store them, what I kind of do. And so let's get started. Okay, so I got some amazing stuff. And remember, the farmers markets go all winter, so there is no excuse, especially if you're in a city like I am right now. Now I got an amazing batch of kale. This is curly kale. This is one batch. So do not buy it at a supermarket. Best place, farmers markets. This is wonderful. So what I do is I cut the big, huge, long stems off, the thick stems, and I put a little bit of paper towel in this bag, and then I just put my kale in a bag, and I'll wrap it up and keep it in the fridge, and this will last a long time. Now when you're putting kale in your smoothies or you're going to saute it with something, all you have to do is take out some of it, rinse it under water because it's usually organic kale, and then just take it off its big stems, chop it, whatever you're going to do with it, right? Or what you could do to be really prepared is fill a sink with chilled water and then rip off the kale off these big stems. So you're soaking the kale that's off the stems, and then you spin it in a salad spinner. So you put the kale in here, the wet, and spin, and then you're gonna rinse out the water a couple times, spin it a couple times to make sure it's drier. Then again, you put it in a bag with a little bit of paper towel, and kale, like curly kale especially, lasts a long time like that, even when it's washed. Yes, you can keep it in the salad spinner, or you can put it in a separate bag. That way, it's already taken off the stems. It is so fast and easy to use, and it's washed, ready to go. So that's the kale. And of course, Swiss chard, you can do the same thing. I already took the big stems off. White Swiss chard, I don't like the stems of it. It's not very good. So this is green Swiss chard, white stems. A huge bag of Swiss chard, and I love it in my smoothies. I also love it sauteed, cooked. So I did the same thing. I cut off the big parts of the stems, put a little bit of paper towel in here, put it in a bag, ready to go. Yes, you can also spin it. See, the thing is that when you buy all these fresh greens, you want to use them within the week. So they won't really go bad within 1 week. If you spin them and dry them enough, put a bit of paper towel or a cotton towel into a bag, and that'll help to save them, and so they won't go bad. If you do not and they're too wet, they're going to go bad faster. If you leave them uncovered, they're going to go wilty and really rubbery, okay? So that's what can happen if you just leave them in your fridge. Now, some people make a bouquet, put the bottom in water and stand them in their fridge. Yes, that works really, really good. If you got the room for that, then go ahead and do that. I don't have the room. Okay, and parsley. Look at this beautiful head of parsley. This could be put in a jar, the stems in water, and sitting in your fridge like that, and that is perfectly great. I haven't rinsed it or washed it yet. Parsley is also really good done in a salad spinner. So you could wash this, then you just cut off the stems, put it in here, spin it, and again, store it in a bag or a container. I don't have one of those. You know those containers that greens come in, the plastic ones? One in here. Now what you could do with this is you could reuse these. You could put a little bit of paper towel on the bottom and then throw your fresh herbs once they've been washed or not washed in these or some greens to store them, right, without having to use bags. So reuse these containers too. And they can also be used for if you pre-wash or cut up some bell pepper, which you don't want to cut it up too far ahead of time because it does go soggy and slimy. But if you do put it with a bit of paper towel or something to absorb some of that excess moisture, and in a container, it will last a lot longer. So those containers are great. So yes, I would spin my parsley, but actually I just tend to use it really fast. Once I rinse my parsley, I just take some paper towels, I throw the parsley in, roll it up, let it dry a little tiny bit, and I use it like that. And parsley's excellent in smoothies if you have not tried it. Mixed with another green, but parsley in smoothies is really good. And I have some kohlrabi. So this is pretty hardy. You know, what I would probably do with this is I would just peel it and then store it in a container or in a bag, because I wouldn't chop it all up. It tends to kind of go brown and then it just loses flavor, right? So you could peel it and then store it like that. Cabbage, this is my beautiful purple cabbage, can't wait, from the farmer's market. You would just store it in a bag, like in a bag in the fridge. If it is wet from a grocery store, then I put a bit of paper towel in there to absorb some of that wetness. And of course, this is a cucumber from the market too. Now, the best way to store these are like this. If they don't have cellophane, put it in a bag or something. Cutting them up too much ahead of time, they just get slimy. They go bad fast, super fast to just rinse and cut, especially if they're organic or from the farmer's market. So easy to do that way. And carrots. I haven't gotten into these yet. These are farmer's market's carrots. Now, what I like to do with carrots is to cut off the ends, rinse them with a brush sometimes if they're a little dirty. These are pretty clean. Cut them into slices like for eating, and then putting them in some water and in the fridge. You don't have to, I wouldn't do the whole thing. I would do enough for a couple days. And so when they sit in water, they stay nice and crisp and in your fridge, super fast and easy to grab. You know, when you open up your fridge and you feel like a snack, but you don't want to eat something bad, have some freshly cut carrots or something, even bell pepper, excellent, not in water, but kept in the fridge, and cucumber sliced up in a container so you can grab it right away. That's your perfect snacking food. Celery is actually one of the best. High in fiber, extremely low in calories. So celery, cucumber, get your veggie sticks going. Now, these are just some wonderful organic greens that I got from the market. I'm just gonna keep them like this. They've already been packaged. Great. Now, what can you do with your greens? How many things can you make with greens? Well, that's what we're talking about today, too. I have a list here. I'm going to read it. So I have Swiss chard and kale, right? So these are the things that I can do with both of those throughout the week. First of all, of course, smoothies. Yes, put them in smoothies. Sauteed greens, which is my favorite, with garlic, ginger, and onions. And then you could top with an egg. That's one of my favorite breakfasts. And when you're sauteing your greens, it's really good to have a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there or lemon juice. Just brings out the flavor. And of course, salt and pepper, nutritional yeast sprinkled on top, anything like that you want to put in it. You could add sauteed greens on top of a bed of quinoa, cold or hot. You could add it to some rice noodles. Where's my rice noodles? This is some spinach rice noodles. These vermicelli ones, the thin ones, cook really, really fast. You could have these, soak in boiling water for 5 minutes or so, saute your greens, mix it all together. Excellent, really, really good. Add some coconut oil, add a bit of Bragg's or tamari to it, a bit of sesame oil, really good. You can do mushrooms. Mushrooms are really good portobellos. Any type of brown mushrooms or wild mushrooms are really good sauteed in the steamed greens themselves. Very, very good. You can put them in a buckwheat wrap. Now, I have a video on YouTube and on my Women Creating Healthy Lives with Passion and Purpose on my great buckwheat crepe. Fantastic steamed greens, some veggies, even fresh veggies, and steamed greens in the buckwheat wrap. Really good. You could add, of course, to sauteed greens, you could add any meat or fish. You can, prawns, whatever. You can add some beans, black beans, or some pinto beans or something to the sauteed greens. And you could even add sauteed greens to a bunch of cooked lentils. Add sauteed greens or a bunch of greens to soup. I add them fresh chopped into a bowl of soup before I eat it. Really, really good. So that is my suggestions. Tons of them for what to do with the greens throughout the week. So you can make many week meals with just 2 types of greens. Okay, so that is, I also wanted to mention, trying to fit everything in. Now, these I might have mentioned in another video. You can get different kinds of gluten-free pasta, and this one's black bean. You can get a damnami. You can get mung bean. These you can either soak or you can boil them and eat them fresh. And then, of course, add any veggies. Remember, more veggies than any type of starch. And, of course, rice wraps or salad wraps, rolls or whatever. People know about those. I'm just going to show you. So here they are right here, the rice paper. And, of course, you can make tons of great wraps with those, with your veggies. Get it, farmer's market. Make up a few. They're good the next day. Make up a whole bunch. and they're easy to take with you. Okay, so that is this video on how to, when you get home, what to do with your veggies and your greens. Okay, hope you enjoyed it. Remember my Facebook community, Women Creating Healthy Lives with Passion and Purpose, where I will be posting more free trainings in the future. And follow me on YouTube, Diana Marchand. Okay, take care. Bye.